Here on Get Up DC, we're trying to answer questions that we all have but might not know the answer to. We call this the why. Now today we examine DC, not the city, but the shape of our city. So our Evan Koslof actually tried to figure out why it looks so weird.
So by now, most of us have gotten pretty used to the shape of DC, but have you ever stopped and really looked at it, wondering why it looks the way it does? I mean, it's this perfect diamond, and then it looks like Cookie Monster took a bite out of it. So that brings us to our question for today. Why does DC look like someone took a bite out of it? First off, let me tell you, most of us get this way wrong, including me. We think, it's just because that's the way the Potomac River runs, and that's it. But there's actually more to it. In fact, look at what the city originally looks like back in 1790. Maryland dished out the green area, and Virginia dished out the pink area. And that was that for about 50 years. Then the change happened, and it was all based on two things: slavery and the economy. Let's start with the economy. For some crazy reason, federal buildings were only allowed to be built on the DC side of the river. Poor Virginia over there felt left out, and they lagged behind economically. Meanwhile, the other factor here was sadly racism and slavery. You see, east of the river, the city was full of abolitionists who wanted to end slavery over in the district. But right across the Potomac, this thriving slave trade. So obviously, they were at odds from the very beginning. So because of these differences on both slavery and the economy, Alexandrians begged their government for years to try and leave DC. In 1846, they got their answer. Congress passed this bill saying, yeah, sure, you could go to Virginia, but first you need to pass a referendum. And so they voted, and here are the results. By a vote of 869 to 251, they decided to get out of DC and go to Virginia. And by 1847, that weird DC shape we all know and love was born. All that to answer the question, why does DC look like someone took a bite out of it? All right, so right now I'm here at the Boston Metro in Arlington. If this was 1840 or anytime up to 1846, we would be in DC right now. In fact, I just tweeted out this photo. You can go check it out at @ekoslof. It shows the original boundaries there. Look, we still want your help in getting more why questions. So go ahead and get in touch with me. You can find me on Twitter at @ekoslof, on Facebook at Evan Koslof Reporting, or you can just shoot me an email at ekoslof@WUSA9. But that right there is the latest why, and we're going to answer more why questions next week. Send it back to you guys.